Hello everyone, ArchDraft here. Take 3 recording this video, but we can talk more about that at the end. What matters right now is that this is Spiritfall, a very fun action roguelike. I expected it to be sort of like a mix of something like Hades and Dead Cells, because I saw that it was more this 2D platformer style game, so I was expecting maybe something like Dead Cells, but then you also meet different gods that grant you different effects for your abilities, along with other nice little blessings right there. So I was thinking, okay, yeah, so like Dead Cells and Hades. That's not quite right. This is more like Hades and Smash Bros. The combat really feels more like something I would find in Smash Bros. And there's a specific room type that whenever I get there, I can show you exactly why I'd say Smash Bros. As my comparison. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and show you this lady right here. We're pretty far into a run right now. I think I'm on the second to last region. So this lady at the end of every region, or yeah, we'll say at the end of every region. It's technically the start of the next one, but it's basically the end of every region. She will have these nice little enhancements for you to get for your weapons, and you will buy them using essence that you accumulate throughout the run by getting higher combos on your combo meter, avoiding taking damage, and killing enemies. So I already have a bonus for my down air attacks. So getting that seems pretty nice. It just stacks really well with it. I think we do the attack speed and 10% damage to bosses. There we go. All right. So here we are. Got a nice little area map right here, along with different paths that you can go down, so you kind of choose what you want. Let's see, we've got Solesh, Navalik, and Zalvoon here to choose from. I hope I said those at least close to correctly. I said them phonetically, so I hope that's at least close to correct. We'll go with Navalik first. Now, I tend to not be good at fighting games, and we're very far into a run, so I don't have as much practice against these enemies as I do pretty much any of the other enemies that I would come across in any other region. But I figure that's fine to just show off the game. That enemy in particular. So this crystal thing, the only way to actually destroy it, or to kill it, is to manage to get its crystal back into that stone right there, and then you can, there we go. Then once they're connected, you can actually destroy them, which is a very interesting concept for an enemy. They have a lot of nice little interesting enemy types like that. So here we go, like a little bunny type thing right there. Let's go with my essence multiplier. Yeah, I like that one. So next we have a luminous gem and a relic chest. The luminous gem will upgrade your blessings, so take them over here. I have a luminous crystal on this one already. So before this, it did plus 35% attack damage, and afterwards it did plus 50%. So a good 15% increase. So I would say it could be useful, but relics, which I have up here, can give you like pretty nice boost, along with just giving you a flat bonus that's better than what the luminous crystals would give on something. So I'm going to go with the relic chest. Now, there are different weapons you can choose from for a run. So there are 5 different weapons. There is a hammer axe. One side's hammer, one side's axe. There is a bow. There are these 4 gauntlets that float around you. There are the link blades, which is what I'm using right now. And another weapon that I haven't unlocked yet. The weapons all have alternate forms that you can unlock, though. So I'm using the link blades, but I'm using them in their alternate form right now. Because I like the pattern for the attacks a lot more. At some point, I'll get better at talking while playing games. I either focus too much on talking and then just button mash, which I suppose is, you know, the right way of playing fighting games. Or I focus solely on playing and then forget what I'm trying to say. But anyways, you have different forms that you can unlock. They all have different movesets once you get to the alternate forms too. So if I come over here, you have a codex that shows you all the different gods. So I'm actually just gonna take a moment to really let y'all look at all these, because they all have a really nice style to them. They're all really well designed. And you can kind of see each one has a bit of an element to them, and you can kind of figure that out. I would have expected this one to be poisoned off this picture, but it actually gives enemies confusion. This is poise. So if I come back over here, I actually have right there. So poised makes it so while you're poised, enemy attacks deal 20% less damage and your actions can't be interrupted, which is pretty nice for the launcher specifically, because you have to stand and charge up to use it, so you can eat an attack really quick and then still get your launcher off. And then Kellerman here is bleeding and crit chance. Everyone else, pretty easy to figure out what's going on. And then you can also look to see in depth what all they do. The drenched effect is really nice because it makes the stun duration on enemies longer and makes them take more damage whenever you hit them into a wall. Go ahead. Hitting the wrong button. You can look at all your different characters. You can look at all the enemies you've seen. I've seen 91% of the enemies. I'm getting close. See all the resources available, the relics available. I found all the relics, hey. And then your different weapons. So here's the hammer axe, and then the alternate form you have a hammer and an axe. The gauntlets I have, the bow I have. There's the link blades in their normal form, and then here's the alternate form. I'm a lot better with the alternate form. That's what I found out. And then you have the different regions available. Oh, you can actually see all the enhancements. I didn't know that. Okay, and then you can see all the different regions available. We are all the way down here at the Frigid Vale. So we're pretty far into a run at the moment. Phone just fell. Probably didn't pick up on the mic, though. I think a certain amount of enemies guarantees that you dodge the next incoming source of damage. That's pretty nice. Go ahead and take that. I don't know that I would need a reroll right now. What's the map looking like? I suppose I could take it and then just see if I can use it later. I don't really need the health boost, but I'm gonna just try and make the most out of what health I have, so I'm gonna do that. There's not like a healing flask or anything that you get on runs, so I'm just gonna buy any health restoration when I can so that I can try and keep my health up as much as possible for later on in the run. Let's see. So normally you would only have the option to sacrifice health. Once you've beaten a run though, you have the ability to take on modifiers that make the game harder, and it will give you stray souls. So if you look, I have 2 stray souls in the bottom right-hand corner. So I can use stray souls for these tributes rather than my health. So let's go ahead and offer up a stray soul. That gave me a higher chance of finding elite enemies, but it also gave me a esoteric scroll that I can use for upgrades back in the home base. I think that one just gave me money. If it did something else, I didn't realize it. Yeah, I don't think it did anything else. Yeah, I think it just gave me money, but you know what? I'll take it. Right. Ah, here we go. The room that I can show you why I consider this to be like Smash Bros. All right, I want you to just take a look at this. Tell me if it looks familiar to anything in Smash Bros. Oh, wait, I got a phone call. Sorry. All right, sorry about that, but we'll get right back to it. I think, though, you might have realized what the similarity is between this and Smash Bros. Just a little bit. So yeah, my goal is basically, I have 90 seconds to try and knock the enemy out of the arena 3 times. And they even have the little percentage bar for the, I always call it the health, but I guess it's really not health. Whatever it is. Right. Solash, very fire-based, which makes a lot of sense since, it looks like what I would call a phoenix. I don't know that all phoenixes, or I guess I don't know that all fiery birds are phoenixes, but I do know all phoenixes seem to be fiery birds. I've never seen one that wasn't, so that's pretty solid proof to me. I think my essence applying burn for 2 seconds is pretty nice. Ooh, yeah, my bolt bouncing off walls. It'll only be 1 bounce right now, but that's still pretty nice. Try and show right here. We'll go to Zalvoon. You know, I was getting ready to talk about the bell up here. You can kind of see the turtle's head poking out right there. I was getting ready to talk about it, and then I was like, wait, was that this recording or not? So I've tried twice already to record a video for this game. The first time I found out that my audio was terrible. For the last couple days, my friends have been telling me, hey, your audio sounds awful on Discord. And I was like, man, okay, well, that's really weird. It seemed fine the last time I recorded, and it was literally like the same day that I recorded last that they said that, and I was like, well, it was fine on the recording, so I mean, it must just be something with Discord. And then I tried to record a video for this game, and I listened back to the audio, and I was like, oh man, this is bad. I can't I can't put this out. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I've talked about Yara on this recording. So yeah, this is Yara. She is a little traveling merchant that has fresh ingredients that she uses to make all these different items that she has for sale. But the most important part of all of this, alright, is that you can pet the turtle. Always like to give the turtle a few pets, and I'm sure the turtle appreciates it. So yeah, Yara has this mystery mix for sale. What it does, you don't know till you buy it, and once you've bought it, you've consumed it. So, who knows? What I do know is that the buffs are can be pretty nice. They're not too giant, but they're pretty good. The debuffs aren't too big either. So really, it's not too big of a risk to take. Increased damage on lead enemies and increased cooldown speed, which I'm assuming is cooldown reduction. I'm assuming it's making the cooldown faster, not making the cooldown longer. Every game words it a little differently, and I always feel like cooldown reduction is the easiest way of making it clear what it's doing. And then League of Legends did away with that. So dumb. Anyways. Yep, there we go. We got a good one. That's all that matters. I don't think I need a dust deposit before here, so I'm just gonna go for the Luminous Gem and upgrade something. I did not need to dodge right into that. There we go. So that little crystal that was flying around goes into that little stone creature thing. You have to try and kind of hit the eye in there before you can actually like deal damage to it. Otherwise, you can just hit both of them separately constantly and it just doesn't matter. They will not die, which I think is just such a unique enemy design. I don't remember if I said that in this recording. I probably did. I still just think it's really cool. That phone call really threw me off. I've forgotten what I've talked about now. Anyways, there we go. We got a Dormant Ember that'll be used for upgrades back at the home base. Get a Luminous Gem. Just so you know, whenever I'm editing this, if I already did talk about how you have to do that for that enemy, I'm not taking it out. I will have said it twice and look like a complete fool. And I'm going to fully acknowledge that right now. But that doesn't make me remember if I've already said it. Alright, let's take less damage. Upgrade a single spirit blessing with 3 luminous gems. I just got an achievement for that. Hey! I just did it because it was the best choice each time. They gave me kind of bad choices. Let's get a little boost here. I don't think... I think that's gonna be my best choice, because I kind of know what the arena is for the last boss on the run. So here we are. This before the boss on each region, you will have a nice little shop room. It's the only room possible that leads into the boss room. They'd have either a blessing, 2 blessings, or a blessing and then like a dice or health upgrade, something like that. And then they always have a consumable health item to give you some more health right before the boss fight. And as you can see, they are just adorable. They don't speak a language that I know. If you happen to know what this language is, go ahead and leave that down in the comments. For me, do 5 diff, it just doesn't really make sense to me. Also don't know what their name is. One of these days, little guy. I'll figure it out. Alright, here we go, the boss fight, what y'all been waiting for. In case you don't want a spoiler, you can go ahead and skip the boss fight though. I don't know exactly how long it's gonna be. Find out. I don't think I don't think skipping the boss fight's too necessary. I don't think this is too insane of a boss fight. I might just be getting better at fighting the bosses though. Um, the main reason why I don't think most of the boss fights are too bad is that at least this one and the one before it are both pretty susceptible to being juggled. Now, all the bosses seem to have a sort of system where if you've juggled them too much, they're gonna just go straight to the ground. I suppose the second boss fight doesn't have that, but the rest of them do. Ooh, there we go. Took a good bit of damage, but we got it. So we get essence, and we get this right here, which will be used at the smith back in the hub area to upgrade weapons. All right, here we are. This is the last area. I don't think I will show you guys this. I think it's one of those things where the last area of the game you can find out for yourself. It's just one of those things. But I will cut back to when I'm back to the hub area. Although, really quick, I will let you know, you don't get the shopkeeper here. He's only on all the other areas. That's actually really cool. What? I can get better at doing that in a fight? Oh my gosh. I guess I'm just button mashing right now. Tactical button mashing. Alright. Hey, look at that. We completed the run. And here we are back in the hub area. So, right here we've got our, well, some of our permanent upgrades. These are more upgrades to what your character can do. So, things like if you briefly dash then jump, you get a cool little horizontal leap. You can cancel the recovery time of an attack or launcher by using your assist, which is the ability that the whatever god you happen to get as your choice gives you. So the wolf is what I had just now, and it's a kind of upwards diagonal slash followed by a downward slash. The seahorse gives you a little shield that whenever an enemy hits you while it's up, it deals damage to all nearby enemies and blocks any damage you would have taken from the attack. So, just nice little things like that. And all of them have them. So, if you press X after receiving knockback from enemy attacks, regain your balance and recover from your stun early. Just nice little upgrades that just stick with your character. I'm going to get this. I'm going to go down immediately. Yep, that's great. So there we are. Whenever you get 4 of those upgrades for the different gods, at 4, you get the mask for them. So the mask kind of gives you a difference in how you're playing, gives you a little boost. I'll show you once we finish getting over that way. Also, you might have saw where the deity there called me Omen Forged. That's kind of what you're known as the Omen Forged. And we'll go ahead and work on this because I have not. Essence multiplier will not decay outside of combat. I probably should have gotten that a lot sooner. I think I gotta go with this one. That's just pretty nice to have. Although I feel like I kind of already do that, which makes me wonder if they've maybe accidentally given that to people from the start. Hard telling. I just feel like I have, you know? Alright. So, here we are. This person takes all the scrolls we've gotten. The scrolls are more for upgrades for rooms on the different regions. So, before having unlocked it, I didn't have a healing room in certain areas. But after I've unlocked it, now a healing room will appear at least one time in the regions I've unlocked it for. So I can go ahead and unlock that now for the Frigid Vale, which is ice area. I don't think I'm going to right now. I'm gonna go with this. Chance of having 2 in there, pretty great. Hallowed ground will heal up to 75%. That's pretty nice. If I just really mess up, I'll run. Which I do. I'd love to tell you I don't, but I absolutely do. Down here we got the blacksmith. Or sorry, the runesmith. I keep calling him the blacksmith. There's Equinox, the last weapon I have not unlocked yet. One of these days I will, but it hasn't happened yet. I might unlock the alternate form for the bow. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I won't know what it is till I go up there and check out the bow, so let's go. So yep, here we are. We got a nice little training area where you can practice with the weapons to see the combos, and it has a little tutorial for each one, so you can just kind of know what attacks they have. Alright, here we go. The alternate forms a crossbow. Okay, really quick though, I'm gonna just show you. Here is the base attacks for the bow. The different things that it does. And then you gotta wait for arrows. Let's go ahead and see though what it does like this. Neutral is a bomb. Feels pretty good damage. Then a little downward strike. It's hard to tell because the animation almost makes it look like it does like a shotgun burst out, but it's actually just kind of like more of a downward diagonal hit. And let's see. Boom! That's pretty nice. Okay. That does that. It's pretty self-explanatory for the rest of it. Okay, huh. It seems interesting. Oh, my jump neutral is still that. Okay, huh. But yeah, so all the weapons have different forms. Once you've unlocked, so you look in the bottom right, the top thing are called, I believe it was perennial ashes. And some were similar to that if I didn't get it right. Anyways, some kind of ashes. And once you get those with a certain weapon on a run, so each boss will drop it. If you have not beaten them already with a weapon, once you've beaten them once with a weapon, they will not drop anymore. So I always try to do different weapons to try and get all the different ashes. Go back to the base form on these. So here's the base form on the link blades. I can see where somebody could definitely make it really work. I can't. I just suck with them. I don't know why. It'd be cool to know why, but I suck with them. So that's why I use the alternate form. I'll probably try this next, and then try and unlock Equinox. And then for the last thing, here are the different masks that you unlock through the run. Each one kind of has something different that they do. Here's the base one also. This is the one you start the game using. And I like how it changes the outfit a little bit too. The patterns change, the color palette changes, just nice little addition. Along with each of them having different bonuses. The Mask of Sherbura is my favorite just because I like things that heal me, because I'm prone to taking a lot of damage. This one seems really good for juggling opponents, which I figured would be good with the link blades that I was using, so I went ahead and decided to use this. I don't know what would be best for this one. Might be more of just a general playstyle thing. Maybe, though, I could make it work with the bow so that I can maneuver around a little better. Hard telling. But yeah, so there we are with all our different choices there. I'm gonna try that. So there we go. That's everything that I have to show you right now. I definitely recommend checking out this game. It is, again, it is just really good. Even if you're not like a fan of fighting games like myself, because I'm not a big fan of them either, I still think that you can pick this up pretty well. It's not as in-depth as something like Smash Bros. Would be. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're not already subscribed, maybe think about doing that. And yeah, bye.